It's the penultimate battle in professional MasterChef. Tonight, Jan, Exose, Stu, and Olivia fight for the chance to cook with one of the world's best chefs.
Today, it's a massive day. To make it to the final three would mean the world to me.
It's going to be a really tough battle, but I'm going to give it my all.
That trophy is kind of in touching distance, and every day that passes, it kind of gets a little bit closer.
There's no thing I want more right now than to go all the way in this competition. It's everything I think about at the moment.
Not all will make it, as 4 become 3.
A massive day today. This is for a place in the final 3. Cook us a great dish, do yourselves proud, make it count.
We have asked you to create us a dish inspired by a place that means something to you.
1 hour and 30 minutes. The most important dish of the MasterChef competition so far. Off you go.
Looking back over the competition, just incredible how much I've changed, how much I've learned. I've unlocked the potential inside me. I didn't know I had it in me.
All right, Exose, where are you transporting us to?
When I was back in college, we took a trip to France, and I tried this bouillabaisse, and it was incredible. So that's what I'm doing for you today.
Bouillabaisse is normally with the cheaper seafood, the Exose. You're going top-end bouillabaisse.
I'm
here.
going top end. This is for a place in the finals. I need to go all out. So, yeah, I'm treating you.
Bouillabaisse traditionally is made from fish that the fishermen could not sell. This is possibly the poshest bouillabaisse I've ever had. We've got stone bass, scallops, and langoustine in there.
But it's really difficult to make it look great.
It's got to be better than the other 3. There's so much that rides on it. It's basically got to be the best plate I've ever cooked in my life. So this comes from a childhood memory of finishing school on a Friday night. Then we would go to a place in Birmingham called the Balti Belt, which was a street just full of Indian restaurants. It reminds me of that anticipation of wanting to finish school, to spend time as a family, start of the weekend.
So people would look forward to coming home to grandmother's roast. You and your family would go out for a curry.
Exactly. Joys of being a Brummie.
Stu's using a monkfish cutlet, which I think is a clever thing to do. The meaty monkfish can really take spices very well. And then we've got a take on the sagaloo, which is fried potatoes with spinach with lots of different spices running through it.
He's doing a cucumber raita, a balti sauce, so full of spices. When Stu gets it right with his flavors, he truly is a chef to reckon with.
I want to tell you, you have 1 hour to go.
My family home is in Herefordshire. We used to have roast beef every Sunday. That was always kind of my favourite thing as a child.
When we tuck into this, do you want us to envisage a field in Herefordshire?
Yeah, hopefully. Kind of got all the things that are all around you. So I've taken beer and onions, and then I've gone for white asparagus from the Wye Valley. So it's all kind of stuff that's very close to home for me.
It's all about the flavors of this beautiful beef. Love the sounds of the onions cooked in ale, and a beef ale and smoked bone marrow sauce.
The biggest risk with this dish is the beef. If she overcooks it, she knows it's game over.
Chefs, 15 minutes left.
This dish means a lot to me. I've been cooking it all through my career, and I cook it often for my family, for my friends and my girlfriend. So today I'm cooking my version of lapin à la bière, so beer stewed rabbits.
Always sounds better in French.
Yeah, it does. I love it because it reminds me of home, and it reminds me of my grandmother.
And your version is more refined than grandmother's?
It's a little bit more refined, obviously a little less burnt, but yeah, also packed with flavor and made with the heart.
There are two elements. There's a rabbit stew on the side, which is more rustic. On the main plate is Jan's a more modern take of the very same dish.
The saddle is stuffed with girolles. Sounds amazing.
Chefs, you have just 3 minutes. Last touches, please. That's it. Time's up.
Inspired by her family home in Herefordshire, Olivia has served aged beef sirloin, onion cooked in ale and topped with bone marrow breadcrumbs, caramelized onion puree, torched and shaved white asparagus, girolles and baby leeks, with a bone marrow and ale cream sauce.
The beef is beautifully cooked, nicely seasoned. The asparagus that's been pickled and charred is delightful. The cream sauce, you have packed it with the richness of the bone marrow. There's just layers of flavors throughout.
You've got bitterness from charring, you've got sweetness in onion and in your puree, and sharpness in your sauce. This is very, very light and very, very good.
Incredible. I mean that, absolutely incredible. Not only have you created a beautiful picture, you've packed it full of punch.
Thank you.
Well done.
Amazing. To kind of get feedback like that at this point in the competition is just unbelievable.
Taking inspiration from a college trip to France, Exose has served a bouillabaisse with roasted stone bass, langoustine poached in bisque, seared scallops, mussels, saffron potatoes, confit tomatoes, roasted and pickled fennel, with a side of rouille and sourdough croutons, finished with a langoustine bisque and a tomato and saffron essence.
Maybe the smartest looking bouillabaisse I've ever seen. Well done. You've got some of the most beautiful flavours. Your fish is nicely cooked. What's holding it all together is that beautiful biss that is thick and creamy. And it's a lovely, lovely dish.
Your scallop has been caramelised and is beautiful and sweet. Your mussels are delicious, but your rouille is too strong in garlic for me and saffron.
I think it's delicious. The langoustine sauce is so rich and full of flavour. Really tasty plate of food.
They understood what I was trying to do. I was impressed with my presentation. The flavors were there, but it's the finals. Just needs to be spot on.
In homage to a Birmingham Balti, Stu has served curried monkfish cutlet, roasted on the bone, crispy potato ring filled with sagaloo, topped with a cucumber foam, and a cucumber writer salad, with a Balti sauce.
And then a small glass of beer.
A novel way of cooling your beer. Very nice. Cheers. Yeah.
You've really balanced the spices and the Balti just right for me. Beautiful monkfish cookery. I love the potato and spinach in the little potato case. It works a treat. Stew, I think it's absolutely sensational.
The fish is just buttery soft, and I love that cucumber raita. I think that's a really, really clever dish.
You know, you've stayed true to yourself, being inspired by takeaways, and I think you've done that again in a very clever way.
I feel good. I kept true to the memory that I had of kind of eating Balti on a Friday night as a kid.
Inspired by his grandmother's beer-stewed rabbit, Jan has cooked a rabbit ballotine, stuffed with a girole fricassee and wrapped in Iberico ham, pickled girolles and grilled onions, a beer and onion puree, tarragon gremolata and tarragon oil, and a rabbit and beer sauce. On the side, beer-stewed rabbit topped with a Parmesan polenta foam.
The cookery of the rabbit in both parts is brilliant. Beautiful and moist. The sauce is outstanding. Beautiful use of the ale. My only criticism with the polenta is it is tasty, but I would have preferred it just to be more of its natural state rather than trying to aerate it.
I love Grandma's little pot on the side with the rabbit stew. It's rich yet delicious. I like the pickling of the girolles. I find the dish actually needs that point of difference. Just wanted a little bit more of the garnish to complete the dish.
Thank you. This more refined rabbit here I love. However, I have to say, in all honesty, I am missing a bit of vegetable.
That dish really represents me, where I'm from. But, you know, everybody in there have done pretty well, so we'll see what's gonna happen.
Those four are really talented. Just exquisite food.
My favourite dish was the beef dish by Olivia. Just beautiful cooking, looked wonderful.
And she did pack some flavour into it as well. It was a sensational piece of cookery from her.
I tell you what, there's one chef in here, and I just love his style. You know, proper chefy cookery skill, allied to the flavours of takeaway.
He's an exciting chef. I would love to see Stu go through to our final three.
Here's the crunch call. Here's the big one.
We have two very talented chefs here, and it's a shame to have to lose one of them.
I really want to stay in the competition. I really want to make it to the final. I'm dying to know what the judges are going to decide.
I really want to get through, but there's 3 other outstanding chefs out there. I'm not sure. We just have to wait and see.
You all did yourselves incredibly proud.
The chef that is leaving us is... Jan.
Well done, chef.
Thanks. Thank you.
Seriously, well done.
Cheers.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Jan.
Thanks, guys. Disappointed to not make it to the final. but it was a good journey so far. I've had a great time. I'm very proud of myself.
Final three. How about that? Next time we see you three will be in Lisbon, where you will be working with Portugal's most celebrated chef. His food, let me tell you, is off the scale.
Lisbon, capital city of Portugal. A country with a unique food culture, based on ingredients brought back over centuries of maritime exploration. In recent years, Portuguese cuisine has entered a golden age and become acclaimed internationally. Largely thanks to the work of one pioneering chef, José Avilés.
To create something new is maybe the best sensation in life. My biggest inspiration for food is not only the Portuguese cuisine, but Portuguese culture. Food is culture. I was born in a small farm, so I had this special feeling of being near the sea, but at the same time on the countryside. When I was 6, 7, I started to cook. I baked cakes and cookies with my sister that we sell to the neighbors and family.
After studying art and business at university, José took an internship at a local restaurant.
But I still remember the first time I got into the kitchen and my heart starts beating faster and faster. At that moment, I figured it out that I wanted to be a chef. I never went to cooking school, but I decided that I needed to train with the best.
After being mentored by famous Portuguese cookbook author Maria de Lourdes Modesto, José honed his craft in world-class kitchens in France and Brazil before heading to El Bulli to train under the masterful Ferran Adrià.
I saw a completely different world. Not only the crazy techniques that nobody was using at that time, but for no preconceived ideas. Everything was possible, no rules except of breaking rules.
On his return to Portugal, José opened Belcanto. And within 3 years, he made history as the first restaurant in Lisbon to achieve 2 Michelin stars.
What we try to do here is to tell a story in a menu, but to tell a story also in each dish. And what I want people to feel when they leave the restaurant is that they have the meal here and here.
His fearless reinvention of classic Portuguese dishes has shone a spotlight on his nation's cuisine.
I think Portugal now, we are in a golden era. We have people coming from all around the world. The smiles on people's faces. That's the most special thing that we can have.
The challenge that we've got ahead of us is massive. It's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to work in a kitchen like this.
I've never stepped foot in a 2 Michelin star restaurant before. I'm expecting to go into that kitchen and my mind will be blown.
It's hugely daunting to walk through the doors of his establishment, which is so worldly renowned. I've got to kind of take the challenge on my shoulders and just give it my absolute best shot.
Welcome, guys. How are you?
To help the finalists understand his food, José is starting with a masterclass. The first dish is inspired by a story from his childhood. The goose that laid the golden egg.
When I was a kid, there was this story about a farm that had a goose that laid golden eggs. Actually, in Portugal, it was a chicken, So I always thought about having a chicken that one day will start laying golden eggs and I will be rich. Imagine what happened. Nothing. I had some chickens, but only normal eggs. We start with Portuguese bread that we dry, that we fry, that we paint with cuttlefish ink. Then we dry it again.
The dish is layered with flavors of truffle,
Just a few drops.
mushroom stock, and a sauce made from a Portuguese cheese.
We cook this egg 63 to 64 degrees. Be careful, the egg is cooked at low temperature. It's not so warm, so we need to be fast but precise.
The delicate egg is then carefully covered with a sheet of gold leaf.
I've never seen a gold leaf used on savory, so it just looks absolutely amazing.
You need to be careful with the golden leaf or else it starts to fly away and then you stay with the golden leaf. It happens, huh? I was thinking about what would be the flavor surrounding the egg. I thought about this crunchy soil, the mushrooms, the truffle, things that would remind me of the garden. What do you think? Easy?
No, definitely not.
You made it look easy, but I'm guessing it's not.
Thinking about the music that has a lot of different notes is the same while you were eating. You have the crunchiness, you have the softness, you have the acidity.
Yeah, absolutely unbelievable. I think you first get the kind of real richness of the egg yolk and then finish with a little bit of oniony leek flavour. Yeah, unbelievable.
Great. Glad you like it.
José's next dish is a reinvention of a traditional Lisbon delicacy. The bifana, or suckling pig sandwich.
Put the skin very crunchy.
The centerpiece of the dish is a slow-cooked pork belly, which is finished off on the teppanyaki grill.
It's very important to have these textures, the meat and the fat to melt in your mouth, but then you have a very crispy skin.
That pork looks delicious. It looks very crispy already on the outside.
This is an orange skin puree. We blanch the orange skin a couple of times to take out the bitterness. We have here the fermented black garlic that symbolizes all the garlic that normally we use. And we have a very special garnish, our chips. They are put inside these small plastic bags, but this is made of starch. Everything is edible. You can eat the bag.
It's messing with my brain that you can eat the wrapper on the outside.
When you said that was edible, I didn't believe you. I still don't believe you.
Still don't believe. I can see in your face. I can see in your face. The big difference between humans and animals is that we are able to tell stories. When we are cooking, we are doing that. That's the thing that makes the guest come back.
Absolutely loved it. I believe you now that it's edible. it just brings a fun element to this whole dish.
The final dish of the masterclass is a dessert, celebrating one of José's favorite citrus fruits.
I loved mandarin. When I was a kid, I used to eat a lot. I put a little bit on the freezer. And then I had it like almost like an ice cream or sorbet.
To create the edible mandarin skin,
Once again, different textures, different temperatures are very important.
Tastes like a fresh mandarin that you're eating.
Absolutely stunning. It's a perfect way to end your meal. It's fresh, it just cleanses your palate. Wow. Wow.
So, now that you're learning a little bit about my cuisine, I'm looking forward to take you to the market, where you're going to see a lot of Portuguese ingredients. You need to choose something, and then you'll cook for me. Let's go.
The finalists are on their way to one of the oldest food markets in Lisbon, which first opened in 1892.
Come on. Obrigado. So we are here in the Mercado da Ribeira, one of the most emblematic markets in central Lisbon. You can see all these very fresh vegetables, 95% from Portugal.
It was from Lisbon that the Portuguese departed to discover the world. It was here that they brought a lot of ingredients. I'm always searching for the best local producers. But I'm always open to the world like the Portuguese used to be.
The market's fishmongers, all run exclusively by women, are renowned for selling some of the finest seafood Portugal has to offer.
Bom dia!
Olá, meus lindos.
What are the most popular fish?
This small hake I used to eat when I was a kid. We do like this, pass it through flour and fry.
The fish looks absolutely stunning, and the quality, you can tell just looking at it that it's really fresh.
Now it's up to you. You can use this amazing produce in your dish. This, I think, is a big inspiration to you.
So what are you thinking, Livia?
Ooh, I'm not sure yet. There's so many new things, but the mackerel looks amazing. Que nome?
Cavala.
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 Perfetto.
Muito bem.
I lived in Brazil for a bit, so same language.
Muito obrigada.
Muito obrigada a você.
Ah, obrigada.
I'm gonna try going for the small hake. I've never worked with it before, but it just looks stunning. 2, please.
Fry.
I'll fry it myself.
Obrigada.
Obrigado.
The people that are working on the market, they've got some serious skills. Like, I've just watched the takedown go a 5-kilo bass in about 10 seconds. I've gone for the red mullets. I've got a little dish in mind. Plan is to do something in Jose's style, but with a little bit of my twist on it.
Yeah, I was gonna leave. I just seen some of these clams. Gonna get some shrimps as well.
Ok? C'est finish?
Finish.
Mate, he's done his weekly shop.
Are you mugging me off?
The finalists have 1 hour to create a seafood dish to impress Chef José.
I have big expectations today. I'm always searching for the identity, the soul of the chef. When you close your eyes and you're eating, you feel that. That dish was prepared with love.
Gonna do a play on fish and chips. You can take the lad out of England, but you can't take England out of the lad.
Garlic prawns has been kind of the thing that I really love when I come to Portugal, so that's kind of the influence here.
When we was at the markets, he was telling us about his childhood and how he used to have this fried hake. So I'm just gonna reinvent that dish into my own style as well.
Of course, around Britain, you have amazing seafood also. So let's see how they can deal with that and if they present me a great dish.
Stew is first up. To go with his red mullet and squid, he's made a garlic aioli and a coriander and lime dressing. stew has served red mullet topped with squid, garlic aioli, and straw potatoes dusted with smoked chili powder, and a coriander, garlic, and lime sauce.
The inspiration was to bring 3 different cuisines into one plate, so the fish and chip element, the Portuguese smoked chilies and the garlic, and then the Asian influence of the coriander and the lime.
Great. I have to tell you, it looks amazing. We'll see.
Thank you.
Seasonings are perfect, very good. Conceptually, I think it's really good. The cooking points, for me, the red mullet's a little bit overcooked, a few seconds. And the squid is perfect. It's a little bit spicy, so a fish like red mullet and even the squid will be too disguised. But in general, I think you did an amazing job. I'm very glad that you tried to balance these 3 worlds. I think you did great. Thank you so much. Congratulations.
Thank you. Yeah, this is a massive moment in my career. To cook for a 2 Michelin star chef, and for him to even like parts of it is, you know, a big achievement.
Back in the kitchen, Exose is cooking his hake.
Just looking for it to just get a little bit crispy. It's keeping its shape, so that's good. I've got a sauteed spinach as well, so we got the red, the green, the golden from the hake. It's sort of going to be like the Portuguese colours as well on the plate.
Hello. Yeah, Jose. Are you happy?
I'm happy with the dish.
Exose's dish is hake poached in tomato sauce with sauteed spinach and crispy ginger. Whole hake deep fried in batter with red peppers, clams, and a tomato sauce.
Thinking about like a fine dining restaurant, the presentation, it's a little bit messy. I think the dish has a great balance. The flavor of the tomato sauce is really, really good. For me, maybe have a little bit too much ingredients. But you showed me here a few techniques. The seasonings are great. Thank you. Congratulations.
Thank you very much. I just cooked for one of the best chefs in the world. That's just incredible. That was a lot of pressure, there was a lot of nerves going on. But yeah, just really impressed and proud.
Last up is Olivia. To accompany her garlic prawns, she's flame grilling a fillet of mackerel.
I think I'm going to do another one, yeah. That one's just a little bit overcooked, I think. Yeah, happy.
Olivia has served torched mackerel topped with crispy prawn legs, with a garlic prawn and tomato salad, brassica leaves and tops, dressed with a prawn and garlic oil.
Looks amazing. I think the dish is very balanced. Conceptually, I wouldn't think that the prawns would go very well with the mackerel, but the way they are cooked, they get together. You are very good with the seasonings. I'm very happy with you, Olivia. A real good dish. Congratulations.
It's unbelievable to have got feedback from Jose like that. To cook for him is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. To get praise from a chef of that caliber is kind of amazing.
They did an amazing job. They did 3 completely different things, and that's very good to see. Tomorrow will be the big challenge for them. They will cook dishes that they've learned a few hours before. For people that know my food, it will be tomorrow that we'll see who is the strongest one.
It's day 2, and the finalists are about to join José's elite brigade of chefs for the biggest service of their lives.
I doubt José just lets any outsiders come in his restaurant and start cooking. So he's putting a lot of faith in us 3.
There's definitely a lot of pressure on our shoulders now. The food needs to be perfect and it needs to be exactly how he wants it.
It's a massive opportunity to go into a kitchen of such a high standard and cook with such a good chef. But I'm just going to go for it.
Stu will be starting service with the signature golden egg dish, as well as José's take on a traditional pot-au-feu, or meat and cabbage stew.
What we tried to do there was, in 3 bites, to have the whole experience of a pot-au-feu.
The traditional dish consists of stewed meats and vegetables, which José has deconstructed into simply Savoy cabbage infused in a meat stock and placed on the barbecue grill.
We have the fat from the pork on the top that will melt. You need to pay attention not to burn, but at the same time we want it to burn a little bit.
As well as the roasted cabbage, Stu will have to prepare a cabbage puree.
We just add a little bit of mustard to bring up a little bit the flavor.
The cabbage is topped with more pork fat and a meat stock made out of 3 types of Portuguese sausage.
This is like the Portuguese dash, it's full of flavor.
I can smell the dish from here. It smells really good.
And we just add a little bit of mint. I always close my eyes eating it, transport myself to my childhood, my grandmother's house, and it's really special.
The smokiness in the cabbage is really, really good. It almost feels like it's a piece of meat, even though it's a piece of cabbage. I think there's a lot of pressure today. Everything has to be right. Yeah, I'm excited for it.
Exosé will be tasked with the suckling pig, but he'll also have to master a dish that celebrates a remarkable ingredient, the scarlet shrimp.
Seafood is very important for me as a Portuguese chef. We have the Atlantic Ocean surrounding like 2 sides of Portugal.
In service, Exosé will have to cook the shrimp 2 different ways.
We have the head that we bake inside this salt crust with seaweed. It has a lot of sweetness inside the head, a beautiful ingredient. It comes from the south of Portugal, Algarve. And then we're going to cook for 1 minute, 1 minute and a half the body. I think the big thing that they will need to be careful is the cooking point. If you cook too much, you completely kill this dish.
So that didn't take that long at all.
A Portuguese polenta called charé, made with clam stock and the swim bladder of a cod, is the base for the prawn body.
This is the sauce, really strong. It's only the butter with the inside of the head of the scarlet shrimp.
Nice, glossy, it's beautiful.
A little bit of olive oil. I have here the salt crust.
So I've never sucked the head of it like that before. It's incredible. The textures, the flavors, the sauce is really rich. It's beautiful. I've also got the suckling pig dish as well. One of my favorite that you showed us yesterday. Everything just needs to be on point. Yeah, I'm really excited.
Olivia will finish the meal with a mandarin dessert, but she'll also be in charge of a dish inspired by the rich history of Portugal's explorers. sea bass with avocado and dashi.
It represents the year of 1543. The Portuguese were the first from the Western world arriving to Japan. So this dish that has this connection with Japan is one of the dishes in our menu that have this look abroad to our discoveries. The sea bass is cooked sous vide with no skin.
Olivia will have to skillfully replace the skin of the fish with smoked avocado.
Instead of having the fat of the skin and the smoked of the skin, we have the fat of avocado and the smoked of avocado.
She'll also have to prepare a Jerusalem artichoke puree, salsify cooked in clarified butter, razor clam, and a steamed prawn.
You really need to pay attention because the sea bass is cooked very low temperature, 54 degrees, so you need to be very fast when you plate it.
Next, José adds Japanese dashi and some Portuguese sea herbs.
We have the lime, and last minute we have the pistachio oil.
Massive challenge today. You know, I want to get the dishes out just how José did them and just make sure that they're exactly how I've tasted them and as perfect as they can be.
José is really paving the way for gastronomy here in Lisbon. To be able to work under such a great chef, what an opportunity.
He oozes the love of Portugal, and I think our chefs are going to thoroughly enjoy it. This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
Right, guys, guests have arrived. Dining room is full. Focus, 100%, really concentrate, because you have to make the difference here, okay? Good luck, let's go.
Stew is first up with a goose that laid the golden egg.
Now that makes sense because Stu's always got to have a story with his dishes. That's perfect sense.
It's like a first day at school feeling.
The eggs have been slow cooking for 45 minutes. But before he can plate them, he has to make sure all the other garnishes are ready.
You have to try to go faster as you can.
There's a lot of elements on the dish. You have to work fast to get everything out hot and how it should be.
Are you comfortable with the eggs?
I think I'll tell you after I've done the first few, to be honest, Chef.
You have to go really fast
Yep.
because the egg was cooked very fast.
Plating those eggs, one wrong move and they break.
The eggs look great.
Putting the gold leaf on is a skill in its own right. And not only is Stu cooking for us, he's also cooking for all these guests as well, so he's got a lot on his plate at the moment.
Now is the time.
Service, please.
While Stew's first dishes have made it to the dining room, Exose is getting ready with the scarlet shrimp.
Never seen anything like it before. It's incredible. Yeah, feeling the pressure to get it right.
As it's one of the most expensive shrimps in the world, he can't afford to make any mistakes.
There will be no scruffy prep today.
Looking great. Come on, Stu. Final touches. Last dish. Come on, service. You did well. Or the flavors, the egg was cooked perfectly. You did well putting the golden leaf, the juice. Well done.
Thank you.
One more to go for
Yeah.
you.
It does smell incredible. Wow.
That was really good. Obviously, this is one of the chef's signature dishes, so the pressure's always going to be high.
Ah. Amazing flavour. That black is actually the crispy breadcrumb. It's almost meaty and with a rich egg yolk over it as well. It's absolutely irresistible.
There is a lot of detail here. The really fine julienne of that leek straw It's very delicate. I think he's done a great job.
Back in the kitchen, Olivia is smoking her avocado cream.
Right there, you need to be careful. If you smoke too much, it will be too strong.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Thank you.
And she also has to portion the sea bass to exactly 60 grams.
Because these portions are cooked in the water bath, if I have them all different sizes, they'll all cook differently. It's the moment of truth. Oh.
Not bad, eh? Not bad. Hey, Jose, you are up next, so pay attention. Now you need to exceed expectations, okay?
This dish from Exose, I think might be the dish that I'm most looking forward to.
Just flipping them so they cook evenly.
As well as cooking the shrimp heads, Exose has to put the finishing touches to his polenta.
But it's really good. The taste is great. The texture in the bite also. Well done.
We are on the Atlantic coast. Seafood is massive here in Lisbon.
These scarlet shrimps are very expensive. I don't want to overcook them at all. Body's going in. Ready to start plating.
The shrimp bodies take just 90 seconds to cook. So Exose must now work fast to have the plates ready in time.
Come on, Jose, you just need to go faster.
Yes, chef.
This is a massive moment for Exose. Exose's 22, and he's now cooking with the two-star chef, looking over his shoulder. He's going to be nervous. I hope he's got that smile on his face, though.
Come on, Jose.
Wait.
Come on.
Yeah, I got to fit into the team quite quickly. I got to go fast as well as keeping it clean and neat.
They smell great, they look great. Come on, Jose, last 30 seconds, you have to go.
Service?
Yeah. Let's go.
I'm proud of what I just sent out. That was my first dish in a 2 Michelin star restaurant.
Oh, wow.
The shrimp itself is just divine, and that sauce is like a really heavy shrimp bisque. To serve the head inside a salt crust, I've never seen anything like that before, ever, and it is lovely.
There's nowhere to hide with this dish, nowhere at all. But it is beautifully cooked, absolutely sensational.
Back in the prep kitchen, Stu is working on his cabbage puree for the pot au feu.
Just need to season it with a little bit of Dijon mustard, some salt and pepper.
While Olivia is getting ready to send the fish course.
Fish looks great.
But she still needs to bring together the multiple garnishes to go with it.
Everything's ready here?
Everything's ready. Just need to pipe the avocado on top of the sea bass.
That will take a little bit.
Yeah.
8 minutes.
Yeah.
You're serving.
It's a work that takes some time, but it's important to be fast.
Just trying to make sure that they're all even and straight.
Doing great, Olivia. And now is the time that we need to go faster and faster.
Yes, chef.
You have Valverde,
Yes.
you have the lime, you have the pistachio oil, Olivia.
Yep.
Finishing with the salsifi, we need to put the dashi.
Sea bass with avocado. It's got dashi, which is Japanese. There's lime zest, which is tropical, pistachio oil. But then you've got razor clams, salsifi, and prawns. These are beautiful ingredients.
It's going to be something a little bit different.
Olivia, it's looking great. I'm very proud of you.
Thank you. Service, please.
I'm sure the guests will be so happy.
This looks very dainty. Oh, my goodness.
Come on, amazing, amazing. Last dishing's getting out of the kitchen. Last dishes, come on. You did a great job.
Cooked to perfection. The fish is beautiful, a lot of skill. The dashi is delicious. It really does complement the fish and the avocado.
The precision to be able to pipe an avocado mousse at the last minute like that. Beautiful.
I'm in love with this dish.
Stu, you're next.
Pot au feu. That sounds very traditional.
I love working on a barbecue or over coals because that's what I do at the restaurant that I work at. So yeah, love it.
While Stu roasts off his cabbage, Exose is attempting to make the edible crisp packets that go with his pork.
The bags are made of potato starch and then made into these thin sheets. Just need to make sure they're perfectly sealed. It's just opened a little bit there. So I'm just gonna seal again and then cut it again. Everything needs to be completely perfect.
Stu, are you ready?
Yeah, chef, I'm ready.
Great, let's go.
Just finishing it on that barbecue oven has given it really nice smokiness.
We're going 30 seconds, Stu.
Yeah, chef. The cabbage is quite delicate. It may fall apart, to be honest, but hopefully not.
It's beautiful, Stu, but come on, come on.
Yeah, chef.
Let's go.
Service, please.
Look at that.
The smokiness that comes off this dish is just amazing.
The cabbage is perfectly cooked. It's soft and melts in the mouth, balanced perfectly well with the pork fat. Simplicity at its best.
Stu will love this, and Stu's done brilliantly well.
Well done, Stu. Are you happy?
Yeah, I'm very happy. I feel like I've learned a lot because your style is different to anywhere else I've ever worked. And it's just been really beneficial for me, really, so thank you.
No, thank you. It was a pleasure to have you here.
Thank you.
There are just 2 courses remaining in service.
Yeah, so moving on to my pork belly now. Just putting a weight on it. That's just to keep it flat. I'm looking for a nice, even, golden layer.
You look great, huh? This one maybe you can put 30 seconds more.
30 seconds more, no problem.
While Exose cooks the pork belly, Olivia has moved to the pastry kitchen and is about to face her biggest technical challenge so far, the frozen mandarin spheres.
Nitro time.
To ensure the juice freezes evenly on the inside, Olivia must keep the balloons moving.
Do it faster. You see this? If you leave too long, it starts to happen that.
Yeah.
Because it freezes too much. So fast.
Back in the hot kitchen, Exose is juggling braising the gem lettuce with portioning the suckling pig into perfect squares.
Moving against time here. Gotta be quite precise with him.
In 2 minutes, start plating, okay?
Yeah, chef.
Let's go.
Everybody in here is going to have high expectation of a suckling pig. Exose is under pressure.
Come on.
Yeah, chef.
Great. Hey, Jose. I think they're doing very well. I'm very happy. Last dish before dessert.
Yeah, chef. Service.
Wonderful. How'd you do that?
That was incredible. That was my first 2-star service. Hopefully that's not my last. Hopefully I'll be having my own restaurant one day serving food like that.
That is the most succulent piece of pork with a really thin, salty crackling. The cooking of it is absolutely divine.
I've never had a pork dish quite like this.
Very delicious, very original, keeping the heart of what the dish is about, yet modernizing it. This could be the edge that Exose needs.
After 3 hours of service, there is just 1 dish remaining. The mandarin.
It's just quite important to work quite quickly. Yeah, you can basically just literally feel it melting in your fingers.
You look good. What do you think? Are you happy, Olivia?
I'm happy, yes. Are you?
Yeah, yeah. Good, Fabiana, no?
Good.
When you start putting the foam inside, you have to be very fast. Very good, they look amazing, eh? The spurs are very well made. Canelo is looking great. Well done, Olivia. 4 more to go, to the end of the service.
Service, please.
Great.
Whoa, look. Come on, get cracking.
That is so fresh. Zing that runs through it. It just cleanses the palate beautifully well.
I love the saltiness that you get from the set powder on the side.
And that just really enhances the sweet sharpness of the citrus involved. Olivia, well done, well done.
It was a pleasure having you here. I think you have a great future in front of you. Thank you for your passion. Thank you for what you did the last 2 days here.
This experience has definitely changed me as a chef. Just changed my mindset on chefing, really. It's just unbelievable.
I can take massive inspiration from this. I try and have a bit of a story with my own dishes, so that's something that's really good for me.
Learned so many new things and new techniques. Just some unbelievably amazing memories to be taken from this.
I feel so proud of our 3 chefs.
This could take their cookery to a completely new level.
They need to take inspiration from this success because next up, final cook-off. We are soon going to get ourselves a champion.
Tomorrow night, it's the professional MasterChef final.
I think it could be anyone's, absolutely anyone's.
That is like finger in the sauce while no one's looking, yummy.
I can't fault that dish at all.
That's a tough call, and it's here tomorrow at 8. And it's followed by a magical feast from an inspirational chef, Heston's marvellous menu, back to the noughties at 9. Then Greg Wallace joins Shelley Ballas and Joel Dommett for festive fun and games. I'll Get This, the Christmas special, at 10.